A Picture is Worth 1,000 Statistics by Summer Avila and Tammy Boatwright.
We hope that you enjoy this photographic journey comparing and contrasting qualitative and quantitative research prepared for EDOL 754 at Brandman University. Data collection varies in quantitative and qualitative statistics.
The goal of qualitative research data collection is to gain a deep understanding of a specific event rather than a surface description of a large population.
Data is collected in a highly controlled setting in quantitative statistics, an experimental setting that is outcome-oriented, as you can see from the rat in the maze. In quantitative statistics, the size of the sample is important because the purpose is generalizability, and generalizations lead to predictions, explanations, and understanding. Descriptive and inferential statistics are calculated based on the type of data collected. Quantitative data may be nominal, ordinal, interval, or ratio. It is either discrete or continuous, as illustrated by the number 5 and 3.265.
In qualitative statistics, there are various forms of data collected for interpretation that include but are not limited to interviews, observations, and artifact review. Qualitative data provide a richer, more in-depth representation of information. The focus is on describing meaning rather than drawing statistical inferences.
Data analysis occurs in both quantitative and qualitative research. In quantitative research, statistical tests are performed using the numbers gathered. A decision tree, as shown, may be used to help the researcher determine which statistical tests need to be used. Statistical software, like SPSS, may be used to calculate the statistics needed.
The qualitative researcher during data analysis moves from a concrete experience with data, transcripts, and notes to familiarizing themselves with the data, reordering of the data, and then extracting key concepts, and then finally looking for patterns and testing for fit.
In quantitative research, reliability and validity are critical. Reliability is the degree to which the tool produces stable and consistent results. Validity is how well a test measures what it is intended to measure. As you can see from the illustration, something may be reliable but not valid. You may have low validity and low reliability, or it may be not reliable and not valid. And in the best case, it will be both reliable and valid, and we call that a bullseye. Examples of ways to assess the validity and reliability in quantitative research include face validity, criterion-related validity, formative validity, and sampling validity. You may test reliability through test-retest, parallel forms, inter-rater reliability, and internal consistency reliability through average inter-item correlation and split-half reliability.
To ensure qualitative reliability, several credibility measures are used. Two of these credibility measures are triangulation, which is the process of using multiple data samples to determine reliability, and researcher reflexivity, which is when researchers attempt to understand and then self-disclose their assumptions, beliefs, values, and biases.
Both quantitative and qualitative research have significant theoretical orientations. Quantitative research comes from the positivist perspective that all phenomena can be reduced to empirical indicators. Literature review, completed early in the study, helps determine conceptual models and theoretical frameworks that underlie the research. The conceptual model makes logical sense of the relationships. Theoretical frameworks vary in quantitative research. The purpose of quantitative research is to test a theory, as opposed to significant theoretical orientations in qualitative research.
There are 16 theoretical orientations in qualitative research. One example is an autoethnographer who seeks ways to produce meaningful and accessible research that is grounded in personal experience. This researcher actually studies the culture and then oneself is part of the culture. In narratology, meaning comes from a person's story. It attempts to pull meaning from personal narratives, family stories, and literary nonfiction on human experiences in order to reveal social and cultural patterns. In constructionism, this also includes the use of personal experiences and that people report their perceptions, explanations, and beliefs, their constructions of their reality. The constructionist researcher looks through the lens of the fact that the world of human perception is not real, but formed based on cultural and language constructs. They develop a theory.
Although both quantitative and qualitative researchers are asking and seeking to answer questions, the questions that they ask are different. In quantitative research, we ask, how many? For example, how many germs live on your cell phone? We also ask, how strong is the relationship? As indicated by the scatter plots illustrating positive correlations, negative correlations, and no correlation.
Qualitative researchers attempt to answer questions related to what and why. For example, love, what is it? Why do teachers fear using a technology device such as a tablet? And why is the Harlem Shake so popular?
It's time to spill the beans. What it all comes down to is quantitative researchers count the beans.
Qualitative researchers provide information as to which beans are worth counting.